So my name is Simone Goldsmith. I'm 27 years old from Australia and I studied at TUJ from 2009 until 2011. I'm in Tanzania and I'm here for good. I don't plan to move anywhere after 10 years of living a very nomadic life. So life after graduation has been very exciting. I've been all over the world and I'm proud to say that I've accomplished a lot. Straight after graduation, I secured employment at a television station in Sydney. I worked as a field producer for an evening news and that was amazing. I'd be in court, I'd be at crime scenes, I'd be at fires, I'd be doing anything and everything. From there, I worked at a radio station on a radio show that's about politics and business. After that, I started work with a Spanish research company. This job took me to Jamaica, took me to the Bahamas, and also took me to Zambia, so it was incredible. I was doing macroeconomic research, so I'd be meeting with public and private sector leaders to talk about the investment climate, investment opportunities for foreign investors. So it was a great way to learn about the world and also about how the economy functions. After that, I moved to a new research company based in Britain, and they posted me in Tanzania, in Dar es Salaam. I was there for 3 months. I loved every day of it, and then I was moved to Malaysia. I think if I hadn't had such a distinctive, unique time at university in Japan, I wouldn't be so well equipped to deal with this. So I recently resigned from my job with the research company to stay here with my partner, and we have in the last month opened a dance school. So we have brought a Royal Academy of Dance certified dance instructor from Canada, and the plan is to grow this business into a full-fledged performing arts and dance school. It's very different work to what I was doing previously, but I'm still able to utilize my media and communication skills. So I do all the marketing, I'm there, business development side of things, so getting business, finding students, collaborating with schools. So we're committed to really promoting the arts here in Tanzania. I still don't think it's recognized as a viable vocation, so we're trying to bring professionalism and international standards to Tanzania. And it's very rewarding. It's long hours, it's still challenging, but it's a pleasure to be involved in this venture. It was incredible to study in Tokyo. I chose to study at TUJ because I went to Japan on a gap year. I worked at a travel agency, Japan's second largest travel agency. I was the only foreigner and I really enjoyed the experience. I actually studied Japanese throughout middle school and high school, so by the time I entered university, I could already speak Japanese. It was a very challenging experience when it comes to language, food, cultural differences, but that made it even more rewarding. I was in Japan by myself, so it's up to you to overcome these challenges, and it's definitely made me much more independent and resilient. It's a very complex society, and on the face value, it's highly organized, very efficient, a very rigid society with very strict and strong social expectations. They have a concept called honne and tatemaya. So honne is the real thing, and tatemaya is the built-up front. So the idea behind that is If you're a member of society and you have an issue, you don't cause a fuss. You don't want to embarrass the group because the focus is on the group and less about the individual. I'd recommend anyone to study at TUJ first and foremost because of the smaller classes. You're a big fish in a small pond, so you have much greater opportunities than you're likely to get at another university. We have very close, intimate relationships with our professors, and obviously being an expat in Tokyo, the community is very close-knit, very small, and so there are a lot of opportunities available to you. I mean, we had a very small university campus, but we had Tokyo as our playground. I think the diversity of the students and the teachers is what really sets TUJ apart, and it certainly has prepared me for an international career.
Calamari and octopus.
My time at TUJ has prepared me very well for my professional life. It's definitely made me more confident, more independent and more resilient. So my major was communications. I learned all facets of communications, from print journalism to filmmaking to television and radio, and I acquired different skills. So whether it be script writing, editing, filmmaking, interviewing, I learnt it all. So at TUJ, we obviously learnt theory behind communications, but I was lucky enough to get a lot of real life on the ground experience as well. Our teachers really went above and beyond teaching within the classroom. It was their enthusiasm and motivation that led to many amazing experiences outside of the classroom. So some of the most memorable experiences were going overseas with TUJ, with my professors. We secured a grant from a head campus in America to film a number of small documentaries on the most pressing issues facing Asia's fastest growing cities. We went to Indonesia, India and Bangladesh, and we explored topics such as water and sanitation and the plight of women and their migration from rural areas to the cities. I was also involved in a project called Global Lives. The idea behind that is to cultivate cross-cultural empathy by filming 24 hours in the lives of people around the world. So I actually produced a shoot in Kazakhstan. I also went on to become the executive producer of their Lives in Transit series. So this followed 10 people around the world who work in the transportation industry. So whether it was a delivery guy in Korea, or a Chinese woman who worked on a long distance train. I worked with filmmakers all over the world to produce these shoots. Another experience that's very memorable is after the tsunami and earthquake struck. Through my professor at TUJ, I managed to go to the disaster zone or in that area. And that gave me real life experience as to what it's like to work as a field producer or even a journalist. So all these opportunities arose through TUJ and specifically my professors there. I'd recommend the next generation of TUJ students embrace every opportunity that arises in Tokyo. Get involved in as much as you can, get to know your teachers, work very closely with them and really find out what your true talents are and where your true passion lies and hone those skills, find your niche and it'll pay dividends in the future. If I had the chance to go to university, I'd definitely choose TUJ.